Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today I'm going to talk about the Near Protocol coin. As you can see, Near Protocol is down about 3.5% today. This morning, its price went up nearly 6%, but after Bitcoin's move downward, Near Protocol's price also experienced a sharp drop. As you can see, we've talked a lot about these two boxes. When the price shot up an unusual 80%, we had these two boxes in mind, thinking that in the first box the price might pause and then bounce nicely, possibly breaking this range to the upside, but unfortunately, on the 4-hour time frame, you can see it couldn't do that. It hit this level several times and had some good bounces, but after several attempts, it broke downward, did a back test, and continued moving down. The reason, as we discussed, was that Bitcoin needed to hold the $100,000 level, but unfortunately, Bitcoin couldn't maintain its support level and has now moved toward the next support level, which I'll show you exactly where it is by the end of the video. What's important here is that the first support has been lost. Now Near Protocol has hit the second support, and as you can see on the daily time frame, it's currently interacting with the second support. Yesterday, it had a very good bounce, with the price going up 10%, but by the end of the day, it dropped again and closed with about a 2% gain. Today, it had another good bounce, but couldn't hold itself. There's a lot of pressure to push the price down, and this is one of Near Protocol's key levels. You can see that when the price went up, there was nothing in these areas to hold the price. The only important thing is that Near Protocol holds at this level. As you can see several times before, this area acted as a support level. Here it had a good bounce, then another good bounce here, and here the price broke this support, went down, tested it as resistance, and got strongly rejected again. Here the price shot up 80%, and now it's testing this area. This area needs to hold. If it doesn't, the price could move sharply toward around $2. If we measure from here, that's about a 22% potential drop if this area can't hold. For now, today's candle hasn't closed yet. As you can see, there's about 5.5 hours left for the daily candle to close. We need this candle to close above this support level. The pressure is very heavy, and there's a good chance it could go down, especially since Bitcoin has had a sharp drop in the past 4 days. But if it can hold this level, there's still some hope, and we'll see what happens in the next 4 days. Let's also take a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. There was a strange northward movement in Bitcoin's dominance. We've talked a lot about this trend line. You can see that after this trend line was finally broken, after 3 backtests of this trend line, there was a sharp move downward, and now Bitcoin dominance has had a small bounce today. Here, it has hit a resistance level on the short-term time frame. There's a short-term resistance here. If it gets rejected from this point and moves down with momentum, it could really benefit Near Protocol and the altcoins. Right now, altcoins are truly under pressure, and almost all of them have lost most of their support levels. It really seems like we're entering a heavy bear market, with Bitcoin dragging the altcoins down with it. But if Bitcoin dominance experiences a sharp drop, we could see a good bounce and a short-term move upward in the altcoins. We'll have to wait and see if Bitcoin dominance finally falls or not. For now, what's clear is that this trend line has been lost and there was a sharp move downward. Today is Sunday and the weekly Bitcoin candle is about to close. As you can see, after about 9 weeks or 9 green candles, finally a red candle has formed and the trend line has been lost. We'll see exactly what happens in the coming week, because this week is truly a decisive one for the crypto market. That covers dominance and Bitcoin. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin chart itself. Bitcoin's situation has become a bit complicated. After we talked about this support level in this area, exactly the $100,000 support level for Bitcoin, the price hit it, had a good bounce, went up to test several months resistance, got rejected in this area, and now it's moving downward. In the area where Bitcoin is currently positioned, you could say there's a short-term support level here around $92,000 to $94,000. This support level needs to hold for Near Protocol to benefit so that Near Protocol can also maintain its level. If this support level is lost and Bitcoin moves to fill these gaps here, Near Protocol's price will also drop sharply in this area. If Bitcoin heads toward filling this gap here, It might have a bounce in this direction and then continue its downward path. If I flip the Bitcoin chart upside down, you'll see how interesting it is. Right here, you can clearly see that this is like Bitcoin's support level, and it could easily come down, have a back test, and then continue step by step on its path. This move is basically heading downward, and Bitcoin is causing its price to drop significantly. There's a big gap here, roughly between $85,000 and $88,000, but it's not very strong, so it's likely that after a while it will break through this area too and head toward $75,000. The only scenario that's good for Near Protocol is if Bitcoin can hold here and move upward, temporarily breaking through the $100,000 resistance. That would be a good situation for Near Protocol, meaning if Bitcoin heads toward $100,000, does a small backtest and moves up, then Near Protocol can maintain its level. But in the other scenarios I explained, none of them can keep Near Protocol's price in the zone, and Near Protocol will fall along with Bitcoin. But right now, if you look at Bitcoin's RSI, the RSI has almost reached the 30 level and is gradually entering the oversold region, and the oversold area usually brings some good reactions. Bitcoin tends to move upward. Bitcoin has lost the 50-week moving average. This is the first time since 2023 that the 50-week moving average has been lost, and historically, when Bitcoin loses the 50-week moving average, it enters a bear market. We saw this in 2022 and even earlier in the past, in 2017 as well. That was today's video about the Near Protocol, and we also took a quick look at Bitcoin dominance and the Bitcoin chart itself. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe. Remember, trading is never 100% certain, and everything is based on probability. Until the next video, take care.